Hi, so you want to study Chinese in China? I'm going to introduce four of the most popular programs that students are asking about and introduce them. So one of them is Central Academy of Drama, Beijing Film Academy, Fudan University, and Shanghai Jiaotong University. So Central Academy of Drama and Film Academy are both in Beijing, and they have kind of quite similar programs. Like fees are fairly similar. Central Academy of Drama is like in this kind of district near the Hutongs, near Nanle Gushang. Well, it's in Nanle Gushang, which is in the center of Beijing, like the old area of Beijing in Hutongs, which is like a community, interesting area with lots of shops, lake, quite a nice place to study. I think one of the advantages of this Central Academy of Drama and Film Academy is that you're going to be surrounded in a great environment with like really top people in the industry. You're going to have opportunities to meet future film stars and to work. You might have like some internship opportunities or opportunities to do some, like be featured in some kind of film, or you can make connections with future film stars. Another advantage is that it should be quite fun in that way if you like that kind of thing. So these are some of the advantages. I think Central Academy of Drama generally has fewer foreigners from what I've seen who are studying there. So it's going to be a little bit more of a Chinese environment than many of the other universities, which is going to have like a large number of international students. And if you're looking to learn Chinese fast, it could be better to go to an area or a university that doesn't have as many foreign students. So you're not going to be surrounded speaking English all the time. So that's like some advantage of Central Academy of Drama. And then Beijing Film Academy is kind of similar in some ways because this is more focused on film, and the drama is more focused on theatre. So in this, there's going to be a lot more people who are studying film and how to make videos and things like that. So it's going to be similar in Central Academy of Drama in that the people you're going to be surrounded with are going to be people who are going to be likely to be in future films, or you're going to have film stars around, and you're going to have some kind of opportunities like that. So it should be quite fun in that way, if you like that. So it depends what you want to do in your career, what your interests are. And then if you look at Shanghai, a lot of students are interested in Shanghai because it's like a really international city compared to other cities in China. So it's one of the easiest cities to move to because it has so many restaurants and so many shops and cafes, and it's like quite beautiful city. And Fudan and Shanghai Jiaotong are the top two Chinese universities in Shanghai, and they're both very highly ranked. They are top 4 in China. You're going to have very smart people around you, and this seems to be, they seem to be quite similar in many ways, Fudan and Shanghai Jiaotong. One of the main differences is probably the location of the universities. So Fudan University is in the northeast of Shanghai, where they teach the Chinese programs. And it's going to be in a much more student district because it's surrounded by other universities. So you're going to be surrounded more by students, international and Chinese students. And it's about 30-40 minutes away from the center of Shanghai in the kind of student area. But it's still like very much built up area in Shanghai. Like Shanghai is a very big city. And Shanghai Jiaotong is more in the center of Shanghai, and it's in in what's called the French Concession. So this area used to be French part of Shanghai many years ago, and so it has many of these old buildings and architecture that looks very European. And Shanghai Jiaotong is like right in the middle of that area, and so which is in a very central, around this area of Shanghai. So it's in a very central area of Shanghai, and it's more developed, more built up, more central than Fudan in the city. So if you would like to be in this kind of area, then that's probably one of the main reasons students choose that, because of the convenience of the location. but you're looking at Fudan if you want to be more in the student area. It depends on what you're looking for. And yeah, so that's like introduction to some of the universities. If you have any questions, you can ask our friendly chatbot, Marco Polo, who can answer all of your questions. And you can also book a call with us here, or then you can apply online on the platform and apply to the universities. If you're applying to Chinese universities, it's usually fairly simple, especially compared to degree programs. You need to make sure you have the required documents, which are listed here. So when you click apply, you will have to upload those documents and prepare those documents. And it's usually quite fast to apply, but some universities vary depending on when you apply. It usually can take 4 to 8 weeks for the admissions to get processed. It's definitely good to apply earlier than later because you're going to have a higher chance. And some of these universities may fill up, so better to try and apply as early as possible. Don't leave it to the deadline because it's just risking your application, and because you may need to update some of your documents, for example. And then when you get accepted, you could probably apply to one university or two. You don't need to apply to like 10 Chinese programs because they have a fairly high acceptance rate as long as you have as long as you meet the requirements in terms of the age and things like that. So sometimes they have a limit on how old or young you can be. So you usually need to be like older than 18 and younger than 65. That's generally what the age range is for Chinese programs. So yeah, there's some information. Hope that's helpful. If you have any other questions, you can contact us. You can contact our Marco Polo, or you can book a call with us. And wish you the best in studying in China.